It is your favorite wrestling podcast obsession. You are now running wild with the most underrated wrestling podcast in the world, WellsMania Podcast. And I am your host, the Kyle Wells, aka WellsMania. And this right here is episode 215 of WellsMania Podcast, streaming right now live on the WellsMania YouTube channel. So close to 500 subscribers. And when we do, there will be a giveaway for this unopened, unsealed box of WWE Topps Chrome trading cards, because that's how much I appreciate all of you helping the WellsMania podcast grow on the WellsMania YouTube channel. You see, I'm like one of the OGs that got hit with copyright. You know, you got your Wheezy Blondes and your Con Mans and the other streamer reactors, you know, getting hit with the copyrights. Yours truly got hit with that last year. And the entire WellsMania podcast disappeared from the Spotify. So that is why we are right here on the YouTube. And joining me on episode 215 of WellsMania Podcast, we'll bring them up one at a time. It's Palm Beach Pete, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, that's not Palm Beach Pete. That's Stone Payne Productions. What's going on, brother?
I am back. Yes, I am back from Florida. Obviously, I was there for Backlash. I got a good tan while I was there, if you couldn't tell.
I can tell. Very tanny over there. Very Hollywood Hogan tan of you. You do know who Palm
I'm
Beach
not
Pete
that
is, right?
I've heard the name. I'm sure if I saw the face, I would recognize it.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna let you look him up, and then
I'll look him up.
Yeah, and then tell me who he looks like. And while you're doing that, joining us live, not driving. He's not driving. He's just sitting in his car parked. It's Pluggo from Between Two Beards. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just working my way to that 5-timers jacket, because I've been on there a few times. I got to be getting close.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go back in the archives and I'm gonna tally up exactly how many times you have been on the WellsMania podcast.
Because
that's a risky joke you made. I just looked up Palm Beach Pete. You're gambling on with that one.
215. We're all gambling. I'm in my car because I am a baseball coach, and we scheduled an impromptu practice at 5:30, 5:45-ish. And I was like, well, I can't cancel on my boy Wells here. And of course, it's not at our home park. So I was like, boys, if you guys want to go run around the park that we have nearby, and I'm going to do this spot with my brothers in arms here.
I appreciate that, man. And salute to your little league team. Is it little league, or how old are the kids?
Yeah, they're 9, 10, 11. So yeah, little league.
Is that still considered little league?
Yeah,
okay.
I would think so. I
going to go to the World Series of Baseball, right? That's where you're coaching.
I wish, right? That'd be something. But I don't know if I'm that skilled of a coach. Let's be honest.
You
no
will
fault
be.
Of the kids. It'd be a fault of mine. Hopefully, you can hear me well and I look good. But
you do. You look great. The beard's looking nice.
Thank you.
I will say, since we're talking about baseball, I just want to shout out to friend of the WellsMania podcast, Brendan King, the voice of the South Bend Cubs, because I saw your Get Pluggo to WWE night at the South Bend Cubs baseball game this summer, and your boy WellsMania has got the hookup for you, man, because I'm tight with Brendan King. Brendan King and I, BK and I, man, we go all the way back to our MS Communication days. BK is just a really genuine dude. I mean, he's a really good guy. So I reached out to him. Hopefully he's going to get in contact with you, and then you'll be running wild at WWE night there at the South Bend Cubs baseball game.
That would be awesome. I appreciate it. I saw that he shot me a follow. So, Brendan, if you're watching, I know you're watching because it's WellsMania, dude. Like, let's make something happen. I'm not kidding. South Bend Cubs, it's down the street from my house. That's where me and Mrs. Pluggo went on our first date. We have dreams and aspirations that once our kids are old enough to do their own thing, we will get season tickets and we will be those kind of people. And then, of course, they're having a wrestling night with Scrap Daddy and Pierce, so it'd be a perfect marriage if we could make it happen. Because I admittedly have no idea who to reach out to make that happen. So I put it to the world, and I appreciate some of the responses I've gotten so far.
Well, dude, that is what I try to do. Is I try to help anyone out in any way that I can, and I've got connections. I've got connections in a lot of different areas, so I'm going to use my connections because everybody that I reach out to, they've always been so good and kind to me, and I've always been so good and kind to them. We're all just helping one another out. That's what this is all about is, you know, if I could help you out and you could help me out, why wouldn't we do that? So, hey, he's in Gorilla right now. He's here. The fourth member to this episode, DC Hendrix. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up, fellas? I am doing good. A couple of things. First of all, apologies for being a couple of minutes tardy. I work from home, admittedly, and I think a couple of you guys know I work for Apple Music, and we're really behind on a project, so I had to finish something before I hopped on.
It is all good. No apology necessary. Apple Music, that's a pretty cool gig you got there.
Yeah, I think Pluggo knew.
I might have known. Not about the project, but
I've been doing that for a few years now. Just programming and playlist and lyrics and all that good stuff.
I love it, man.
DC's a killer, man.
I come from the radio world, so I love all the behind the scenes of what goes into making everything a success. Because not too many people see what we do on the behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
I know how much work you're putting in, and Peyton does that with his editing, and Pluggo does that over there with Between Two Beards. So yeah, man, it's a lot. So I appreciate what you do for your shoot job.
Thank you.
My shoot job, I work
number
for...
2 though, real quick before we move forward.
Go for it. Yeah, sorry.
Pluggo, you're covered for South Bend Cubs, brother. I don't know. I didn't know you were trying to do that.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to do that? I would love to be able to cover that as a member of the media. That's the goal.
Oh yeah, consider it done, brother.
Are you serious? You the man.
Yeah. So
look, DC's got you covered too.
Like I said, I had to last year. I saw it come across the way, and I sent like an email randomly just to the generic South Bend Cubs, and I got nothing. And I was like, well, this year I don't know what to do, so I made the video. But if I can be there and I can be a part of it, like I'm there, man.
I'm gonna go look at the video. I haven't seen it, admittedly, but I got you. So Chris is the guy that you got to hit up. Chris. He runs like the communication stuff, and we're gonna be there as well. So you'll see us there. But I'll make sure you get hooked up, man. If BK can't do it, Chris will get you hooked up. You'll be there.
All right, we'll chat about it.
WWE night.
Look at this. You guys are making my day because that's the dream. South Bend Cubs baseball and wrestling is my bags. Funny enough, the last South Bend Cubs game I went to was a Fort Wayne Tin Caps game. So I can't wait to check that place out on Saturday.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm glad you brought up Fort Wayne because we will get to Saturday night's main event, Running Wild in Fort Wayne, Indiana, DC Hendrix country. That's DC. That's where you're based out of, is Fort Wayne, right?
Born and raised, brother. Born and raised.
Yeah.
Still live here today. Working from home right here in my little Fort Wayne den, man. Feeling good. I can't wait to welcome you all.
I'm excited, man, because I've been to Fort Wayne a couple of times. I was trying to rack my brain on when the last time I was actually in Fort Wayne, and I went to a Heroes and Legends wrestling show at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, and that was 2018. So it's been a while. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back up to the fort. Is that what you guys call it? The fort?
Yeah, the fort, the 260, you know.
Jacob, you know DC? DC, you know Jacob Phillips?
Wait.
Or is he just saying what up,
Wait,
boy?
is that who I think that is? Yeah, we used to work together, brother.
Oh, dude, Jacob's he's a good guy. Him and I also worked at the
formerly known as
Communications
Jay
together.
Prince.
Yes, that was his old Twitter handle back in the day.
Yeah, that's my boy.
But I'm excited to have you guys on because all four of us will be running wild this Saturday in DC Hendrix country, Fort Wayne, Indiana, because for the first time, Saturday night's main event is going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. And for the first time since 1992, Saturday night's main event will be running wild in Indiana. Peyton, you, me, and the 5-foot giant Chris Engel, the three of us are making a nice little road trip up to Fort Wayne. I'm excited. And DC, I don't know if you got my I don't know if you were on yet in backstage, but I called Peyton Palm Beach Pete because he's been down in Florida for like the past 2 weeks, and he didn't know who Palm Beach Pete was, and then he Googled him, and that is not who you think it is when you see him. This is a totally different guy. Palm Beach Pete is a totally different guy, but I can't escape it. It's all over my FYP. People with the conspiracy theory. Oh, see, they're coming for us. They came for Pluggo. They got Pluggo.
Got him.
Pluggo, I'll remove you for now. So when you are, Pluggo he's sitting in his car outside of about to be coaching baseball practice. So he did say that there was some severe weather in that area. So, and I looked at the weather forecast. It's supposed to rain like the next 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's like that all the time here. I'm sorry. Hopefully,
wait a minute. Pluggo's joining from somewhere else?
I don't know what just happened there.
I got two Pluggo. There are literally two Pluggos on my screen right now. This is trippy.
Is there?
It's because I mentioned that damn Palm Beach Pete. I'm telling you. YouTube, we are live right now. We are live on the WellsMania YouTube channel, so I got to be careful. I got to be careful with what I throw out there.
Stop talking about that stuff on YouTube, man.
It's a real dude.
They don't like it. They don't like it.
It's a real dude. He's a real guy, okay? But before we get into our predictions and hyping up, by the way, if you are in the live chat right now, feel free to drop a comment and run wild with us. I've really been enjoying the live aspect of the WellsMania podcast. It's something different, something fresh. People always want to be on the show, and sometimes it's a little challenging to get people I don't really know on the podcast. So I figured having them come in the live chat and being a part of the show that way kind of is a good way for them to get me familiar with who they are, and because I don't just want to bring anybody up on the screen. We've done that before on TikTok Live.
I somehow made the cut.
Dude, you are the Pluggo, okay? Even though when I went to go type your name in on Twitter, Mrs. Pluggo comes up first. So I think she might be the Pluggo, but you are the Pluggo.
Mrs. Pluggo always comes first.
That wise man right there. It's a wise man. But before we
I don't want to bring up other things on YouTube.
You're good. I held back from that's what she said. Oh, see, and that's what happens, Pluggo. That's what happens to him. He makes these references, and YouTube gets him again. But real quick, something happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar. That's my Brock Lesnar guy pose right there. Brock Lesnar returned and attacked Obafemi. How you guys feeling about Brock's I'm retiring at WrestleMania? No, I'm not. I'm Mark Henry in your ass. I'm back, baby.
It was shocking, but I'm more intrigued by like how real was the retirement? Was it real? All, well, I mean, no, like was it all a work the whole time, or in the moment, like was that legitimate from Brock? Like, I'm done, and then TKO came out and was like, no, you're not. you're either in a breach of contract, so you got to finish these dates, or we're going to offer you a lot more money to stay because you're too big a name to let go right now.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think Brock probably in the moment was like, I'm just going to take off my boots, take off my gloves.
It felt too real to me.
It did. It felt like he was, okay, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. But then, like you said, you
TKO the next day was like, fire half the roster so we can pay Brock more money.
We are paying you all of those wrestlers that we let go. All that money is going to you, pal.
Yeah.
So I think you're on to something there. What do you think, DC? Do you think it was a work all along, or do you think Brock got a little talking to from TKO?
Yeah. I mean, good point there. I mean, it just pretty coincidental. All those releases happened the next day, so pretty fishy. Originally, though, when I first seen him come back last night, I thought it had to be all a work. I went back and watched it after, and convinced myself. Obviously, after the fact, it's easy to do that, but went back and convinced myself. All right, I could see how this could have been a work the whole time. So, but I could see that now. Like, maybe Brock felt like he was done. That's it. And they're like, nah, you got an obligation here, buddy. You got to finish this out. So I could see that, but I'm going to stick with it. I convinced myself it was all the work. I'm convinced that they're trying to really like wow us and trying their best to like keep us engaged because they're losing us. Some of the stuff they're booking isn't really hitting like they thought it would. So I think it was an attempt to try to, okey doke us, especially us in the media that tried to report everything.
Right. Dylan brings up a sad comment, but kind of funny. Fire all the Wyatts for Brock's new money deal. I don't see that is definitely what probably happened.
Probably. To go off of something DC just said, I think that there are times where they definitely try to work everybody, like, and make you think like, oh, the only way to work the fans is to make them think it's not a work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that there are times where they lie about it and it's like, no, this was real, but we're going to make you think that it was a work the whole time so we don't look as dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I feel like this is one of those. Knowing Brock, I just feel like in the moment he was like, I'm done. And then the next day TKO was like, no, you're not.
And it's hard to tell.
We need that money.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell nowadays. It's been like this for a while. Like, what is real and what is a work? And I think we always feel like we are getting worked because we're so used to it. So our minds are kind of like, we're getting worked. But the Brock Lesnar retirement at WrestleMania, like Peyton said, that did feel real. Pluggo, what do you think about Brock Lesnar returning last night?
I mean, I'm shocked that he's returning for Clash in Italy. Like, I thought maybe if it would be they draw it out a little closer to SummerSlam. When he retired, I was genuinely surprised because, like he said, I don't think we expected him to retire at WrestleMania, and that if that was them trying to work us over, I think that they did surprise quite a few people because I did see a lot of people like genuinely surprised on socials yesterday.
Thank you, Brock, and their tweets out there.
Good for them, I guess. I mean, I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan or anything to that nature. Had he retired outright, though, like, what a way to go out at WrestleMania. You put over the next, big star Nova Femi, and you call it a career. But I guess we're at least getting this at Clash. Maybe we'll get one more at SummerSlam. But
I said this.
I was genuinely surprised last night, for better or for worse. I was like, oh, they're doing this here, so here we go.
I said this right here on the WellsMania podcast. I said, Brock Lesnar is not done. He will come back and wrestle at SummerSlam, and Gunther will retire Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. That is where Brock Lesnar, his career will end, is at SummerSlam versus Gunther. I just feel like that's just what's going to happen, and I've been running wild with that for a while. Pluggo, we love you, brother. We love you. Not sure what's going on over there outside of the baseball practice, but keep popping in. We'll get you back on. Paul Heyman, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Oh, did I forget to mention that Brock Lesnar decided to do something about Obafemi? My apologies. It must have slipped my mind. So I like that Paul Heyman is playing along with I knew all along that Brock wasn't done.
Can we acknowledge the fact that Brock Lesnar, I think, now holds the record for most ripped pants in WWE history?
Yeah.
I feel like every time he shows up, he tears his jeans.
I mean, when you're as big as Brock Lesnar, I can only imagine how difficult it is to find a pair of jeans that actually fit. And then when you want to get physical and you want to get active wearing those jeans, you're just asking for them to rip.
Yeah. Well, get better jeans or stretchy ones or something.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You gotta do something.
Is there a jeans company out there that would sponsor Brock Lesnar's jeans? Like get him some really nice pair of Wranglers or something. Like, come on now. But yeah, I thought Brock Lesnar returning last night was a cool surprise return, and we'll see what he does against Obafemi and Clash in Italy.
I think that marked the death of the Obafemi Open Challenge, though, which might go down as one of the worst creative Open Challenge ideas of all time, considering that it started with Otis last week. There was literally no Open Challenge, and he just beat up Los Garza to the point that they're probably going to get fired. And then this week he got beat up by Brock Lesnar. So I think we've moved past the Obafemi Open Challenge.
I'm 100% fine with that.
But real quick, we are starting to get the Clash in Italy card to shape up. Oba versus Brock. The graphic hasn't came out yet, but I'm sure by the time you see this, it will. We've got Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the undisputed WWE title. Cody's on the poster for Clash in Italy, looking like Homelander from The Boys. And we got Tribal Combat for the World Heavyweight title and the title of the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. So, I mean, Clash in Italy is shaping up to be a pretty big fight feel card so far, just with those three matches.
Yeah, they're going all out for that one.
Pluggo, bless Pluggo's heart. He is trying so hard to get back on. There he is. I see him. You got some severe weather going on over there, Pluggo. We're going to blame it on the weather.
I don't know what's going on over here in the great state of Indiana. Every time I start talking, the thing, and then you sound like a chipmunk.
I do? Oh, wow.
Like it just starts, it kicks me out and it starts like, you sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I'm like, what is happening? So I will do my best to not derail any more of the show. If I get booted off one more time, I apologize, brother. I thought this was going to work out. This is how I used to do podcasts, was in my car because it was quiet and it was perfect. But for some reason tonight, it just isn't in the cards. The rain was supposed to happen, so I could just be here without any, problems.
It is all good. You do not, neither one of you, DC, you don't have to apologize for being behind. Pluggo, you don't have to apologize for popping in and out. This is live. I mean, this is part of a live
chaos
show. Is you just never know what's going to happen. And I've learned, my wife has taught me, and Peyton, bless Peyton's heart, because Peyton
we'll
used
find
to
him somebody.
Well, no. Not that avenue. Not that avenue. Peyton used to come downtown to Indianapolis to the radio station where I worked at, and we would record the WellsMania podcast
4 times in one night
in the studio. And
nice.
Some of those, really, this is episode 215 of WellsMania podcast, but I'm pretty sure that this might be like episode 250 of WellsMania podcast.
We would literally film entire episodes, and then I'd be like getting my shit ready to leave, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I didn't like the way I said this one sentence. Let's refilm the whole podcast."
It was
and I'd be like, "Are you serious?"
I used to be
you had an obsession with being perfect.
His attention to detail is why he's here today.
It was bad. It got to the point where I apologized to Peyton a million times, and my wife was the one that was like, all this hard work, and DC, Peyton, Pluggo, you guys can attest to this. all that hard work and everything that you're doing on your side of things, the listeners and the viewers of your show, they don't pick up on that stuff. They have no idea. So what you're worried about, what you're concerned about, what you're trying to be a perfectionist about, the people who are listening to your show, they aren't paying attention to that. And that really spoke volumes to me. And it just made the WellsMania podcast become more gritty, more real, more authentic, more, it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to have
People
flaws.
like that.
And
Yeah,
they do.
because
They really do. And it
People
does.
still listen to me. I make mistakes all the time.
You know what? But it's the beauty of what we do, because people gravitate towards that realness and that authenticity.
Yeah.
And
plus, sometimes when you listen to some podcasts, you can tell, like especially working in our business, you can tell when it's overproduced. Yeah. And it kind of turns you off. It's like, all right, like this is just too much. So it's good to keep that authentic feel.
Absolutely. And I used to have all the bells and whistles. Like, you go back and you listen to episodes of WellsMania podcast. I mean, I'm very proud of it because I was the one producing it. But man, it sounded really good. It's because we recorded it like 5 times to make it sound that good. But nowadays I have that 30-second countdown and I just jump right in.
We're live, pal.
We're live. But yes, I know everyone's time is very limited. I don't know how long we're gonna have Pluggo again until he cuts out. And then Peyton's got to go somewhere. And DC, I'm sure you're a very busy man too. So let's get in to Saturday night's main event. First and foremost, we'll go around the boxes here. How excited are you guys for Saturday night's main event in Fort Wayne, Indiana? And we'll kick things off with Mr. Fort Wayne, Indiana, DC Hendrix.
Yeah, very excited. I mean, obviously, I'm probably a little bit more excited than you guys having something like this in my city. Usually we have like house shows here every year, which are cool. I enjoy house shows, but it's nice actually having something that's going to be televised. There's going to be a buzz behind it. It feels good. You know, Fort Wayne isn't that big. It's not that small either, but we definitely don't get a lot of things like this, especially with WWE coming here. So very excited for that. In addition to the card, just the card specifically, I've always been a big mid-card guy. I know that sounds weird, but like I've never been, the heavyweight champions and the face of the company. That's fine. I know, they make the big bucks and they get all the attention, but I've always been a guy that pulls for the mid-carders. That scene is always, for me, I've always paid more attention to it. So the fact that we pretty much have that on the card is, straight the mid-carders, it warms my heart. I love seeing it. We complain all the time that they deserve the spotlight and need more spotlight, and here we are. They're literally pretty much headlining and will headline in main event, Saturday night main event with Penta and Ethan Page. So I'm excited for the show. The card is pretty good. I have no complaints. I'm excited.
I love that. And I'm glad that your city is actually getting a big show like this. I mean, it's a pretty big deal. Like when I saw that Saturday night's main event was coming to Fort Wayne, Indiana, I was like, Fort Wayne? Okay, good for you, Fort Wayne. Because usually it's in Indianapolis. Indianapolis gets all the big shows and the PLEs. So it's nice that WWE is venturing a little bit up north in Indiana. And you know who else is up there? North in Indiana, northish in Indiana. He's up there somewhere. I don't know. You're in South Bend, right, Pluggo?
Oh yeah, I'm right on that border. I'm a Michiana born and raised, man.
Is that considered that's north, right?
Oh yeah, that's north India. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's. I think it's north.
I'm trying to see the map right here.
Northwest Indiana by technical term, I guess, but I'm like dead center. So like you just go straight up, and then like where I'm at right now, I'm like 5-10 minutes from Michigan.
Oh wow, maybe that is why you're having bad connection, is because
could be
Michigan and Indiana. We kind of always have this like rivalry going on, the Pacers and the Pistons.
No, trust me, as a Notre Dame lifer, I'm excited, man. I like that it's coming to Fort Wayne. Like I think that like you said, that is kind of cool. The last time I went to Fort Wayne for a wrestling show was a Raw. They back in the day. Lord Tensai wrestled a dark match against John Cena. That's how long ago it's been.
Wow, Lord Tensai. Shout out to
yeah,
Lord
exactly.
Tensai.
And I'm just excited, like, because I think WWE's starting to realize, like, maybe they already know this, but Indiana, we show out at these events. Like, we show big, we show up, we make it the city embraces it usually most of the time. Like, it's gonna be a good time, and then I get to run wild with you guys. Like, it's just the Indiana wrestling crew. It's like, man, what more could you want? And like I said, Mrs. Pluggo hooked it up for the birthday. Plus, I texted DC last night, a bunch of them exclamation points. Becky Lynch is gonna be there now too. She's my goat of the women's division, so I'm pumped for that. I get to see Becky Lynch wrestle, so hell yeah.
What a great present from Mrs. Pluggo. And I'll say this time and time again, Mrs. Pluggo is clutch. She is clutch.
She is very clutch. You don't find many like her, I'll tell you that.
Now, Peyton, you are no stranger to going to WWE PLEs and shows.
No,
you've been traveling all over, man. How many is this so
year,
far?
So
Moneybag Payne.
hey, there's a method to the madness. Okay, just honestly,
I know you told it to me, but it's still I don't have that. I don't have that kind of method.
And
man.
well, and I think I will say I think I don't know what you guys paid. Wells knows what we did. The tickets for Saturday night's main event were not bad, honestly.
No.
I thought it was very affordable to this event. But
as
far as PLEs go, this will be my 5th one this year. So, I hit Elimination Chamber, Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania, Backlash, now Saturday night's main event. I guess I'll brag a little bit. I'm going to SmackDown in Lexington on Friday as well.
Jeez.
Of course you are.
But hey, but it's, to me, I look at it almost like it's a business investment at this point. I get my best play when I'm at the events. So,
you're crushing it. I just like to throw it. I don't have that kind of,
But
and the thing is,
I'm sitting here at a Little League park. I can't just be driving to Lexington.
Peyton, take advantage because the 3 of us have kids. The 3 of us are dads, but you have no kids. You're single,
and
so I say always take advantage of that time while you have it, because one day you're not going to have that freedom.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely paid off. I mean, I Backlash this last weekend. I hit 25,000 followers on TikTok. So the events are definitely, they're paying off for me. As far as how excited I am, I'm excited. I just love that Indiana's getting all of this. I mean, we got a Royal Rumble, WrestlePalooza, now a Saturday night's main event, all within the span of, not even a year and a half at this point. I mean, that's almost unheard of,
And we still got SummerSlam and WrestleMania coming too.
Half a decade ago, it was like we were stranded in a desert, just hoping for a little drop of water to come our way.
Give me a house show.
Yeah,
give me anything.
We would be the Monday Night Raw or the SmackDown before the big event. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I feel like we've become, like one of the hubs of WWE. I think when you look at like TKO's hubs, and they do have them, you've got, obviously Saudi, you've got Chicago, Vegas, and honestly, I would say Indianapolis, Indiana, just in general. We're kind of in that
Mr.
big four.
PLE of 2026.
I'm
Dylan's
getting there.
throwing that out there.
I am getting there. Where I go after Saturday night's main event, who knows? We'll see.
What's the next PLE after Italy? Is it Money in the Bank?
SummerSlam.
No, it would be
Money in the Bank.
they're going to Riyadh in June for Night of Champions.
Okay,
so
you're not going to Italy. You're not
going there.
Aren't they moving? Aren't they moving Money in the Bank to July, like September?
In New Orleans, I believe.
That's right.
It would be SummerSlam. You're right, Pluggo.
Yeah, I think there's a Saturday night's main event in New York in July.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Madison Square Garden's getting
and it is a dream of mine to attend an event in the Garden. So
me too, brother. Me too.
That's a bucket list item for me. So we'll see.
Maybe I'll go with you to that one. Let me know.
Yeah, but no, it's going to be a good weekend.
I gotta ask, because you've been to Saturday night's main event. Do they have the lapel pins?
What? So They did at the last one that I went to, which was Goldberg's last match, because I was there in Atlanta for that. But that Saturday night's main event was connected with the Evolution pay-per-view.
Okay.
So I think they had a Superstore because it was with that. So I don't know. I mean, they haven't announced the Superstore yet for this weekend. So, I mean, they might have some, like if they had a merch stand or something.
The reason I ask is because I collect the lapel pins at every PLE that I go to. Now, technically, Saturday night's main event is not a PLE, but
I would say like it's a
PLE to me,
PLE.
damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it. But I collect all the lapel pins, and I was bummed when WrestlePalooza didn't have one. I'm like, this is the first PLE on ESPN in our home city of Indianapolis, and you mean to tell me that there's no lapel pin to celebrate the occasion?
I bought a hat because they didn't have anything smaller. And I was like, well, I want to throw on the shelf, so the hat was where I went with it.
Now they did have
you're
Saturday
a hat guy
nights,
over there, Pluggo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did have lapel pins for Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, so they might have them at the merch stands.
Maybe we will get lucky. Now, I did want to mention this to anybody who is going to be hanging out in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Kit Wilson, WWE superstar. Kit Wilson, as of right now, keep in mind, card always subject to change, but Kit Wilson will be doing a meet and greet Saturday, May 23rd from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Belmont Beverage. Belmont Beverage in Fort Wayne, Indiana, presented by Wheatley American Vodka. Now, there haven't really been a lot of details surrounding this meet and greet, but to my expert knowledge, you got to be 21 plus to get into a liquor store. So if you have your kids with you and you're planning on going to meet Kit Wilson, there's a strong possibility that they might not let you in the liquor store. But hopefully they'll have an exception for this. Right?
I would imagine that the liquor store is going to be shut down for this particular event. So
hey kids, don't look behind the curtain.
I would think that it's probably going to be a closed off event. So I think kids will probably be able to get in.
I hope so, man, because I've had people blowing me up because I've done a TikTok video on this, and I've had people asking me, like I'm the one running it, all these questions, and I'm like, I would assume that if you have kids, just be prepared that they might not let you in. But like Peyton said,
it might be the only time in liquor store lore that it's acceptable to leave your kids outside the liquor store. You run inside. You get some judgy looks by some people if you do it for other reasons. But honey, I got to go meet Kit Wilson. I'll get you that autograph, little Johnny. And then they're like, that's okay.
But I did want to mention
it's a nice Belmont, man. The Belmont by my house isn't exactly a Kit Wilson approved. I'd tell you that.
Would he say it's toxic?
He would say that my Belmont is toxic, the one that's closest to my house. But Belmont's overall usually got a good selection. So
what street did it say it's on, Wells?
It is on so it's 3929 East State Boulevard.
Okay. Yeah, I know where it's at.
You've been there before, right?
No, it's been a long time since I've been there, but I know where it's at. It's a good side of town, so we should be okay.
Okay. But yes, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. this Saturday, Belmont Beverage, 3929 East State Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana. You can meet WWE superstar Kit Wilson, where he can look you in the face and call you toxic. Let's get to the card. Let's get to the Saturday night's main event card. Give me your guys' predictions, your thoughts on these matches. We've got 5 matches, and I believe for the first time in a long time, not counting the women's Evolution PLEs, the women have more matches than the men's. Mm-hmm. So we've got 3 women's matches to the 2 men's matches, which I think is really cool. And to circle back to what DC said, we've got a lot of love for the mid card on this show.
We've got more tag matches too, right? And like the majority of the card tag team matches.
Tag team matches. Both intercontinental titles are on the line.
Yeah.
It's a really unique. It's a very unique
Becky and
card.
Soul is not for the championship, which is interesting. So that makes me think Soul's probably going to sneak that one out.
Well, let's start with that match because this just got added, I believe last night. Becky Lynch, the women's Intercontinental Champion, versus Wheezy Blonde in Sol Ruca. Little slip right there. If you know, you know. Everyone on social media thinks that Sol Ruca and Wheezy Blonde are the Spider-Man point, which, by the way, I don't even think people really paid attention when I was plugging this episode. I left Austin Theory on the poster, and I don't think anybody. Okay.
I don't want to call it out because I wanted to let it marinate.
No, I wanted people to call it out. I wanted people to say, wait a minute, that's not WellsMania.
Like I told you in a text, I said the abs gave it away. So
yeah, I don't quite have that many abs that Austin Theory has.
Hey,
I do have a
listen,
couple.
You're a new dad. Guess what? This is your future, bud.
Hey,
he's
you know
been
what,
missing
though?
the abs long before the kid came along. It's not a dad thing.
I'm actually getting into really great shape since becoming a father. Now that the weather's getting nicer, my wife and I go on walks with our son, and I mean, I've been doing a lot of cardio. It's really nice. What's up, Keisha? Keisha, big supporter of Peyton and I. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. We miss you too. We miss you too, Keisha. But you're here now. You're here now with us, and it's another reason I love when people drop in to the live aspect of WellsMania, because ever since I've become a dad, I don't go on TikTok live as much as I used to. It's just it's different, and DC and Pluggo know that it's tough. It's tough balancing that time. So luckily, my wife gives me an hour every Tuesday to do WellsMania podcast. Shout out to Mrs. WellsMania right there.
I bet she's just as clutch as Mrs. Pluggo. Clutcher, dude.
Dude, she's great. She's great. I
bet all our significant others are. Stone, we're gonna find you a lady at Saturday night's main event.
Can we get to the matches, please?
Yes. Back to Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca. Pluggo said that this match is not for the women's Intercontinental title, which is stupid in my opinion. How are you going to be the champ and not defend your title?
No,
I didn't see it advertised that way, at least as of now. Maybe Friday night they'll have a spot on SmackDown. But to be fair, Sol hasn't won. Let's be honest, she hasn't won anything to justify
like Becky
an
said,
actual
like she said last night, you've done nothing.
So if you want to have her sneak one out here at Saturday night's main event and kind of one up Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch, more than anybody, could play up a crazy roll-up loss to Sol Ruca and then get so frustrated that we run it back at Clash or something, like you could do that. Yeah, but I don't see it anywhere for the title at this point. But I'm excited for this match as a Becky stan. So
I love
that's
Becky
not just
Lynch.
me saying that.
Yeah, I'm saying it too. She's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, not just women's Intercontinental Champion. She's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Calm down.
but since the title is not on the line, I'm going with Sol Ruca to win this match to prove that she can beat Becky Lynch to earn an Intercontinental title match. And like Pluggo said, we could possibly see that in Italy. So yeah, Sol Ruca is going to beat Becky. What do you think, Payne and DC? What do you guys think?
I agree. I think if it's not for the title, like you guys are saying, so it is, then Sol's winning. There's no way that Becky is going to win if it's if it's not for the title. This is to just continue the storyline, and it'll happen. I don't think it's going to happen via like Soul Snatcher or something. It'll be a roll-up pin to set up the next match in Italy or beyond that. But no, Wheezy Blonde walks out with the victory.
He did it. He said it. He said the thing. I'm like Leonardo.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
I got Sol Ruca as well. Once they started teasing that in the promo last night when Becky's like, "You've done nothing to earn this." I didn't say nothing about the title. And once they put the graphic out, no title, I had to go Sol Ruca. I think somebody might interfere though. I don't know. I have a feeling that something else like AJ Lee come back or something. She mentioned her in the promo last night too. So
okay,
I don't know. Maybe something like that.
Fort Wayne ain't too far from Chicago.
That's true. Very true.
30-minute flights.
A Sol Ruka sweep across the board to get things started. I like it. Let's keep it rolling here. A 6-woman tag team match. Peyton, try to contain yourself because you'll be sitting next to me. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, Michin, and B Fab. Peyton already has been booing me because I love Charlotte Flair. Peyton, not a big fan of Charlotte Flair. But hey, we are on the same team, Peyton. I mean, Rhea and Charlotte can coexist with Alexa Bliss, right?
I guess, Rhea's there to distract me, but Charlotte, she can just go away for all I care.
Man.
You know how I feel about Sami Zayn is how Peyton feels about Charlotte Flair.
She just does nothing. I'm just tired of seeing her Terminator cyborg face. Okay,
Peyton deep down loves Charlotte. Is this one of those things where deep down you love Charlotte Flair?
So you got Jade and the B-Fab and Michin then?
No. I'm going with Mommy. Like the love for Rhea Ripley overrides the hate for Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
But like I want Rhea and them to win, but I feel like they're gonna give it to Jade and the Jobbers. I mean, that's the group name, right?
Jade and the Jobbers.
Wow.
Like
if they do that, I think it's because Charlotte Flair is going to start being the Charlotte Flair that we all know and love, and being like, "Ooh, that title, Rhea, I don't really care about you." I think that's the way you get Jade and B-Fab and Michin the win there.
Maybe they can't coexist, and there's some tension there, and it just buys them enough time for Jade to get the pin.
And surprisingly, Alexa Bliss is the one that's like, "Guys, get along."
Or you'll get an interference from Fatal Influence or something.
Yeah, I think that it's an obvious, like, Rhea, Alexa, and Charlotte. That's a big 3 right there. I think it's a pretty obvious, safe bet to have them win. But I'm going with Jade, B-Fab, and Michin. I am going to go with the heels in this one. I think that they're going to sneak one out, and Jade's going to stand tall. I mean, I feel like Jade needs that bounce back win. And I feel like this would be a good place at Saturday night's main event in a 6-woman tag where no titles are on the line. Have Jade and B-Fab and Michin win. What do you think, DC?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jade, B-Fab, and Michin as well. Same reason as you, pretty much, Wells. I think she needs to get back in the W column here. And otherwise, if they lose, why create this faction in the first place? They've done absolutely nothing with Michin and B-Fab since adding her to Jade. So give them something. Give us something here. So I'm going with them to get the win.
And Pluggo, you gave your pick, right?
I think I'm with you guys too. I think DC, I think he nailed it on the head there. I think you look at why even put Charlotte, Alexa, Rhea all together if there's not going to be some kind of tension there, because it's only a matter of time before Charlotte and or Alexa get back into that world title picture. So, and then you could set something up where Jade gets her win back kind of on Rhea a little bit, and then you've got really something cooking there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jade.
Well, we're going to go to another tag team match. A lot of tag team matches on this one. This one's for the World Tag Team titles. We've got The Vision, Logan Paul, and WellsMania. I mean, Austin Theory versus the Street,
man.
Versus the Street Profits.
Are you ready for Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, brother?
I think so. Like if I'm channeling myself through Austin Theory, I think I'm ready for anybody. I'm ready for anybody, man. I love me some Austin Theory, which is why I'm keeping the World Tag Team titles on my boys, Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
I'm just glad the tag team titles are actually being defended.
Same.
Yeah, it's a nice, refreshing sight to see.
At least one set of them is, yeah.
I mean, I think the only 2 teams in the entire tag team division. So there's not many options.
Yeah,
they fired them all.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Very true.
They're all fired or they're all working bloodline stories.
But,
Thanks a lot, Brock Lesnar.
But I think it will be a good match. I'm excited to see the tag titles defended. I'm a big advocate of tag team wrestling. When done right, it's my favorite style of wrestling. And I think that all 4 of these guys are great. We know how amazing the Street Profits are.
Yeah.
As great as they are, though, I think that it's way too soon to take the titles off of the Vision. I think that you can keep building a tag team division around the Vision with Austin Theory and Logan Paul. So I think that probably Seth and Braun Breaker both somehow interfere in this, which ends up costing the Street Profits the match, and the Vision retain via shenanigans.
You bring up a good point with Seth and Braun getting involved in this. I'm going to throw another name out there. Will we see the return of Bronson Reed? Will he finally make his return, or is he not quite ready to do that yet?
How bad was his bicep tear? I mean,
it's a good question. I'm not sure.
Isn't that like a 6 to 9 month recovery?
That's a long recovery. That's a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that kind of. I'm not that kind of an expert, but that would
come on, Dr. Pluggo. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I don't like when people because that's the thing with wrestling injuries. When they say 6 to 9, then you got Cena coming back in 4, right? Like
6 to 9 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the athlete and what they want to do. I don't know if Saturday night's main event is where you want to play the Bronson Reed card. I'm not quite sure if the stage is quite big enough for that.
You could save that for Italy. If he is ready to come back.
Something like that. But I think Stone's right. I see a lot of shenanigans happening. We might get Seth, we might get Braun Breaker, but I think the Vision. I'm just happy that the Street Profits are back. Can we just say that? Like I love them as a tag team. Montez Ford especially was on another level when they were at their peak and his trajectory. So I'm just glad to see them back on my screen talking their shit. I do think they're going to come up short here, and I hope it's because of shenanigans, so they at least they can stake their claim to a rematch. Yeah. So it's not just some clean loss, but I'm here for it. I'm going with the Vision, unfortunately.
We love you, Keisha.
Oh, we love you too.
What about you, DC? You got the Street Profits or the Champs retaining?
I've been an advocate for the Vision since day one, so I'm rolling with the Vision to keep it rolling.
This is terrible podcasting. We're all agreeing.
This doesn't happen very often. I think Peyton's the one difference from Pluggo and DC. He had Charlotte, Rhea, and Alexa winning in the 6-woman tag.
He's hoping that he finds mommy as his soulmate here.
He's hoping that Buddy Murphy and Rhea Ripley break up, and then Peyton's first in line to be the rebound.
I'll never claim that Stone Payne likes me. I'm just happy that he tolerates me in small doses.
You'd know if I didn't like you.
I know. I love you, brother.
It'd be obvious.
I've known Peyton now since 2000, almost 10 years. We met in 2017.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's been tolerating me ever since, Pluggo. Yeah, back when I did have hair. I did. It's a true story. That takes us to the other tag team match that just got added recently. The WWE Women's Tag Team titles. It's about damn time that these titles get defended somewhere besides WrestleMania. Paige and Brie Bella, the champs. That's right. Paige and Brie Bella are your Women's Tag Team champs, in case you forgot. They're going up against the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I can see the titles changing hands. I can see Lash and Nia getting them back. Is it too soon for that to happen, though? What do you guys got?
I don't think I was just going to say, I don't think that the Paige Brie team was ever meant to last very long to begin with. I feel like that was
Scream Mode.
That's a terrible name. It's a horrible name. The t-shirt design is even worse.
It's still a tragedy that the Bella Twins didn't win their first tag team championships together.
I know.
Yeah.
So
did you see Nikki's foot though?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand why they did
Gnarly.
it. But
I will say I do think that they probably retain here. I mean, Paige has wrestled once since returning. I don't think you cannot have them drop the titles after literally just releasing merchandise for them this week.
They said last night on
point.
Raw that was Paige's first Raw match in 9 years, and that was Brie Bella's first Raw match in 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
I had a feeling that Raquel and Roxanne were going to win it and be the people at Saturday night's main event, because I don't know how long Paige is due for this tag team division, but here we are.
I think they retained, like Peyton said. I'm going to piggyback off of his great point. They just put out that Scream Mode T-shirt, and you want that hitting the clearance side of WWE shop already?
Yes, I do. As an advocate clearance rack shopper, yes, I do.
What's the best thing you've gotten off the clearance rack there on WWE shop?
This shirt I'm currently wearing was $6. So
a Buffalo Bill. You overpaid.
I do pretty well. I do pretty well in the clearance rack. Don't tell JPJ I just found a Yankees hat on the clearance rack.
Burn it.
Oh.
I gotta get all 28 MLB teams. I don't recognize St. Louis or the Chicago White Sox as viable baseball teams. So
I'm wearing something. I'm wearing something from St. Louis. Let me reveal it. Slammer right here, man.
You actually have a Slammer T-shirt?
Professional wrestler and friend of the WellsMania podcast out of St. Louis, Missouri.
When is he going to be on an episode?
Him and Paige were on, his daughter Paige Mack. They were on an episode last year. So I need to get them back on to see how they're doing, because Paige Mack is a ring announcer and she is damn good. Yes. I could see her being in WWE one day. Yep. That's how good she is.
I got family from St. Louis, so I know Slammer.
Okay, so you run wild with Slammer Mania.
I run wild with Slammer,
brother.
I run wild with Slammer.
DC, real quick, and we'll get back to Saturday night's main event. Did you guys know how I met Slammer? Peyton witnessed this whole thing unfold, but have I ever told the story? Do you guys know how I met him?
Nope.
So Peyton and I, we were in St. Louis last year for Backlash, and we were at the Superstore walking around. And when we were walking in, we saw this guy, Slammer. He had the shades, the head sleeve, the bleach blonde hair, this shirt. And I just looked at Peyton and I said, that dude is a wrestler. I guarantee you he's a local wrestler here in Missouri. I guarantee it. He just had the look. And I was right. So we get in the Superstore and Slammer is cutting a promo, and yours truly, never one to ever shy away from a promo opportunity. And Peyton goes, what are you doing? And I go, watch this. So I jump in Slammer's promo, and I put him over without even knowing who the hell he is. He thought I knew who he was. And then afterwards he goes, are you a Slammer fan, brother? And I'm like, I am now, brother. And he goes, so that's how we met. We met at the Superstore, and I asked him, I said, would you mind doing a TikTok for my WellsMania? And he goes, absolutely, brother. And he's in character, and I love it, man.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I'm a big fan right here of, and as a matter of fact, I still have, they sent this to me when I got the shirt. Nice. Enjoy the merch. They got their autographs right there. In your face, Peyton. You don't got this, brother.
I'm not jealous. I gotta be honest.
You know, Peyton, we are gonna wrestle with this. We are gonna book Slammer versus Stone Payne.
Well, who was the other guy that was running around with him? There was another wrestler there that was his partner, right?
Yes. Oh man, I am spacing on his name. Did you guys hear that? That was some Undertaker, like thunder and lightning.
Yeah, it's
that was loud. I'm surprised. Look, we better get back on track here because I might lose power. So that takes us to what we're all thinking is the main event. The Intercontinental Champion Penta Cero Miedo versus Ethan Page. I mean, Penta's on the official poster for Saturday night's main event. This has to be the main event, right?
Yeah,
I would think so.
I think it is. And about time that the Intercontinental Championship headlines a big show again. I love that this title is headlining, some sort of major event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Real quickly too, I picked different from you guys from the last match too, by the way.
Oh, we got Slammer. We got Slammer vibe.
You're going with the irresistible forces.
I'm going with the irresistible forces.
Nothing
I think
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I think Paige got her little moment, her little return. I think that it was all for the moment, and I think
Got to be only a matter of time before Nikki turns on her too.
Yeah,
right?
it's got to be coming. So
absolutely
go back on that. And yeah, this match I got Penta. I love Ethan Page, and obviously been waiting on him to, make his jump up to the main roster, long overdue. But I think it's Penta time, man. I'm going Penta.
Muddy Mauler. Muddy Mauler. Was the name of the. I had to look it up real quick because it was going to bother me. Shout out to Slammer, Paige Mack, Mookie, and Muddy Mauler, all running wild in the state of Missouri. Had a lot of fun in St. Louis. DC Pluggo, you guys been to the Lou?
Oh, several times. I got family there, so.
That's right. You said you got family out there.
I was at Backlash
over there.
I've never been.
You were at Backlash too?
Yeah, I had media for Backlash. I was there.
I did, dude. If I would have known you were there, I would have tried to run into you.
Yeah,
it's always a good day when I see you guys in person.
Worldwide, man.
Dude, DC. So I met DC at the Royal Rumble up there in the suite. And you, me, and DC, we sat together, Pluggo. The only person we were missing was Peyton.
Yeah, we had a good time up there at old what was that? Lucas Oil.
Way up there in the Sting,
way up there in the nosebleeds, but it was a great time.
Hey, can't beat free.
Hey DC, I'm gonna go against you. I think it's time we crown Ethan Page. No disrespect to Penta, but we got an opportunity here to put Ethan Page on the map as a main player. Listen, Penta can chase him for a little bit. Then you factor in sprinkle in the Rusev stuff. Let's see where Rusev's head aligns. But I think Ethan Page might sneak this one out. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't have any real in-depth analysis about it. That's what I'm thinking.
See, this is why I like Pluggo, because I agree with him here. I think Ethan Page is going to win the title at Saturday night's main event. I think the fact that Penta is on the poster is one giant red flag, and I think the night is going to end with everyone being shocked and them strapping a rocket to Ethan Page's back and him walking out as the IC champion. I think Ethan Page is going to be a major player within the next 7 to 8 years of WWE storytelling. I think he's got everything that it takes to be potentially even the top heel in the company. And I think that starts this weekend when he becomes Intercontinental Champion.
DC, I hate to leave you alone
by
yourself at the fort. But I am convinced. I'm going with Ethan Page, all ego, all Intercontinental Champion. We are going to have a brand new Intercontinental Champion at Saturday night's main event in Fort Wayne, Indiana, DC Hendrix country.
Hey, look, this would be the one time
Ethan Page winning.
I would be more than happy to be wrong. I would be ecstatic if I was wrong.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with what Peyton said. I agree with what Pluggo said. The opportunity is there. The time is now. I mean, Penta just retained in a badass ladder match at WrestleMania. So there was his title defense moment. But now you have an opportunity to really drop the title to a rising star who has the potential to be the top heel on the entire roster. Why wouldn't you run with that? And plus, it's always cooler when the babies are chasing the heel champions. So you can have Penta chase.
I really hate Rusev. I hate Rusev. I'm sorry.
Why do you hate Rusev?
I've never been a fan of Rusev.
Rusev, Udrie, Rusev, Machka.
Doesn't do anything for me. I got a feeling he's going to get involved in this. I don't think he's done.
Yeah.
He's still chasing that belt. And
plus, if you're Rusev, you probably think it's easier to beat Ethan Page than it is to beat Penta.
Yep. Might as well help Ethan win and then turn on him.
Maybe.
But that is our predictions for Saturday night's main event live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where all four of us will be running wild. So if you see any of us, come up to us, say hi. Let's take a picture. We'll sign autographs. We'll do some TikTok videos. We'll collab. I do look forward. Peyton and I will be there together, so you'll get a combo deal seeing both Peyton and I. But I do look forward to running into Pluggo and DC and doing collab videos with you guys. It's always a good time to see you guys in person. We missed you at Squared Circle Expo, Pluggo.
I was there.
He was
Day
there.
Friday.
Day two.
Oh.
We missed you on day 2 because
Listen, I learned a valuable lesson. Next year, running wild the whole time. We will plan it out in advance. That's just going to be what I do. So don't worry. But I was there.
you were there, and I did not forget that you were there. Day 2 is when I did all the collabing with all the content creators. That's when I.
I know. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I meant to bring it up, but I didn't want to. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I understand. In those moments, you do what you got to do, and that's just how it shook out, and it was awesome to see. So, I can't wait to do some stuff with you in Fort Wayne. We'll make some moves for sure.
That's what I was getting at. Was I'm not gonna not do a video with you guys because I always want to do those collab videos. Here is a question from JC. What will be the main event Saturday? We think it's got to be
us hanging out.
Yeah, the four of us hanging out is the main event at Saturday night's main event. It's got to be Penta versus Ethan Page, right?
Yeah, it'll be the IC title.
For sure.
Dylan Ethan Page for IC champ. He's on board. Once again, leaving DC Hendrix all by himself.
Kind of make me sound so lonely,
Ethan got the rub from the final boss. I mean, the man has a golden ticket to the top of the WWE mountain.
He did. Like I said, I wouldn't be happier to be wrong. I am a huge Ethan Page fan. And I've been pulling for him to go to the main roster for a long time. I just I don't like Penta more. I just think Penta's gonna win.
Right. You could be right. We could be wrong. So there is that factor. But you bring up the final boss. It was nice to see him show up somewhere.
Yeah.
He was at the Kevin Hart roast, and man, he was talking about his nipples and all sorts of weird stuff.
He's going crazy.
It's hilarious.
Unfiltered DJ is my favorite, Rock, is when he just flies off the handle and you never know what he's going to say. When that dude is liquored up with Terramana tequila, you don't know what you're going to get out of the mouth of old DJ. I wonder if Belmont Beverage in Fort Wayne, Indiana has Terramana tequila.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink like that anymore, so couldn't even tell you.
No, I don't know. I guess you'll have to check it out for us when we get there.
Well, we'll go check it out together.
I'm right there with you though, DC. The older I'm getting, the less I drink. I just can't.
Yeah.
Drinking is a young man's game. It's like a 20-something-year-old game, and anybody who tries to attempt to drink towards their back half of their 30s, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're going to need it. Anybody in the chat, if you have any questions, this is the go home segment of WellsMania podcast. So while you guys are thinking of your questions, you can throw anything out there. These guys will answer anything. But while our seven viewers, our largest 8, we got 8 people in here watching. It's the most we've ever had on the live episodes of WellsMania podcast. We'll take that as a win. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before we go home?
I'll go real quick because I gotta actually finish my work day, so I'm gonna hop off here.
Working on the clock, I love it.
Working on the clock. I gotta finish my day. So hey, look forward to seeing all you guys on Saturday. Hit me up when you get in town. WellsMania, Pluggo, obviously. I got those tickets for the 10 caps. So let's pregame.
Money.
Let's go have a good time. And I'll see you guys all Saturday.
New hat.
Thank you, DC, and hardest working man in the room right there, DC Hendrix. Appreciate you, brother. See you Saturday.
Before DC bounces out, thank you, DC, for hooking me up. We'll talk off air, man. You guys have been awesome, helping me chase my little dream up here in South Bend, and that's what I love about you guys.
Just like Wells said, people are good to us, so we gotta, reciprocate. Right. So I got you, man.
It's a good way to live life.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to chat about. I know I got baseball practice. I've been watching them here from the car scouting. So,
any dingers, any home runs?
Not yet, but I do got to run too because I got to get out there and help out. But
You're good,
I
brother.
definitely appreciate you guys understanding the technical difficulties. I didn't want to say no to this opportunity. And he's the coach, I'll throw him under the bus. He was like, Monday night. He's like, we're practicing Tuesday. I was like, what, dude? But
I
no, I'm
appreciate
pumped
that.
for Saturday night's main event, brother. I'm pumped to see you guys. You all know where you can find me. Go to search Pluggo. Everything's there. I'm sure my Saturday night main event predictions will change come Thursday night on Beards, but I can't wait to hang out with you. I'll be texting both of you when I get into the city Saturday night. So I thank you again for letting me run wild with you guys. All right, close it out strong, Stone.
Peace.
Thank you, Pluggo. See you Saturday. Love you too, brother. Yep. There goes Pluggo live from the baseball diamond.
And then there were two.
And then there were two.
There you go.
Peyton, though, you got something for me when you were down in Backlash.
Yes,
and I really wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm shocked that they bamboozled you, man. You were under the belief that there's never going to be any more John Cena merch ever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, here's more John Cena merch. And you got to sign up for WWE Club because there's an entire new collection coming out.
Yeah, the Never Seen 17. Apparently, the 17 shirts that didn't see the light of day are going to see the light of day, which means that's 17 more shirts that I will more than likely be buying.
And I guess we haven't really talked about it. I still got a few minutes here. WWE Club is coming. I signed up the night that it was announced. I know you just signed up a couple days ago.
Finally got around to it.
We don't know the price point yet. We don't know what it's actually going to cost, but from the surface level, it looks like it's going to be good. It looks like it's a good deal. I mean, we're going to get early access to tickets before even pre-sale drops. We get exclusive merchandise, pre-sale on merchandise. We get our own entrances at events.
That's pretty cool.
We get a VIP lounge for club members at events, exclusive meet and greets. It seems like it's going to be a pretty good deal. Hopefully it's not $5,000 a year and it's actually something that we can afford. But here's my question is, what do you think is the right price point? Because it can't be so cheap that everybody can do it, because then it's not special. But then you also don't want to make it so expensive that nobody can do it. So what do you think is the middle of the road where it still is like, oh, that's cool, you're a part of that because it's special, but it's not like only 100 people can do it?
Well, you definitely don't want to drive people away from this. And as people have been very vocal saying that tickets are too expensive, merch is too expensive, this is too expensive, that is too expensive. So I look at, we pay what, $39.99 a month for ESPN Unlimited, or is it $29.99 a month? I think it's $39 because I've got the bundle pack, which, by the way, I am going to promote this until the day I die. If you're going to get ESPN Unlimited, get the bundle pack with Disney Plus and Hulu.
That's what I have.
It's so great. It is so great. And especially now that, I've got Theodore, he watches Bluey. This is a very big Bluey household. And Bluey's a great show, by the way. They do a great job catering to the adults, the parents that watch the show. It's not just a kiddie show. It's very adult friendly. A lot of fun little adult jokes thrown in there too, by the way. So, but to answer your question, I think $19.99 a month. I don't know why, but I feel like $19.99 a month is a really affordable, good price.
You don't think that's too cheap? You don't think that makes it an unspecial?
I don't think it's too cheap because, how many people are really going to sign up for this thing if it is, $100 or $1,000? I'm going to tell you right now, if it's over $50, I'm not signing
Well,
up for it.
Do you think it'll be a monthly thing, or do you think it'll be an annual thing? Or do you think they're going to be options? Like you think they're going to give you the option, like you can pay the whole yearly fee right out the gate? Or do you think it's going to be like, no, it's this per month and that's the only thing you can pay?
I think it'll be monthly, although there could be a yearly package deal, but I think that it'll be a monthly, because every month, deals are going to change.
Yeah.
And if you did a 1 year flat fee, how much would that be? Like, what does that price look like? I mean,
I don't know. I guess it comes down to, if there's different deals and stuff that you can get based on how you pay. I mean, it already helped me out, and it hadn't even really started yet. Just being signed up for the Founders Club of it, I got 20% off my Backlash tickets.
See, and for somebody like you that travels to a lot of shows, I feel like that it'll benefit you the most.
Yeah.
Because it'll help give you a discount on tickets. Whereas someone like me who doesn't really travel very often, what Dylan's comment, I'm pretty much just signing up just so I can see the Never Seen 17 merch and have access to buying that, whatever that is. I mean,
well, and I'm also in the meet and greets are something that, like, the exclusive meet and greets are something that I'm looking forward as well. And I hope that they're worth it. I hope it's not, no offense to like the low mid card guys, but I want it to be meet and greets. It's like, yeah, this feels exclusive,
right.
Like
big deal.
Like things that you don't get very often. Like, oh my gosh, Paul Heyman stopped by the VIP club, you know, like, I don't, like, no offense, but Kit Wilson dropping by, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Once again, Kit Wilson will be at the Belmont Beverage in Fort Wayne from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Bluey is from your home city, Dylan. That is awesome, man. Big fan of Bluey. My son and wife, we love watching Bluey. It's very catchy theme song. It's a really cool show. So all my parents out there, y'all know how over Bluey is. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what that price is going to be for Club WWE. And we'll find out. We got to find out here pretty soon, right?
I would imagine. I mean, it's got to be up and running by SummerSlam, I would think.
Yeah. That might be a good place to debut the Club WWE heading into SummerSlam.
Yeah, like that's when it's like officially live.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, man, I'm excited, a little anxious. I'm hoping that it's affordable. I feel like we pay for a lot with all the different streaming platforms and this and that and the third and whatnot. So Theodore, my son and wife just popped in here. Normally I'll show Theo on WellsMania. He likes to make little cameo appearances. Did you see the video that I did with him imitating Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I did, yes.
Dude, he loves my Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. I don't know what it is, but he just starts cracking up and laughing and loving it. It's a good sign. It's a really good sign that he's starting to like wrestling this early at his age of 6 months. Got to start him young. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to Saturday night's main event. It's going to be nice to hang out with you and Chris. Can't remember the last show that the three of us actually went to together.
It would have been SummerSlam Cleveland.
I was gonna say, was that SummerSlam Cleveland? What a debacle! What a debacle Cleveland is.
Yeah, what a shit show that was.
No, Cleveland doesn't rock it. Totally sucks.
It made for good memories, though.
True, very true.
You know,
but I'm excited for these new memories that we will be creating this Saturday in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Peyton, that's going to do it for this episode. Go ahead and plug your social media, Mr. 25K on TikTok.
Dude, it's crazy that we have gotten there. If I feel like it happened so quickly, and I mean, literally within the span of 3 months, my TikTok is just exploded. You know, I mean, I started the year with 11,000 followers, and now I'm at 25,000. You know,
impressive.
So that's why like when people ask me like for advice, just never stop grinding, you know, and take gambles on like I say, you know, when I go to these events and stuff now, or I do stuff, it's like to me, it's a business investment. You know, there's an old mantra. It's like, you got to spend money to make money. And sometimes when you're growing a brand, that's what you got to do, you know?
Yeah. You're exactly 100% right. That's what, like this right here, I had to go to the next level.
Yeah.
On StreamYard to go live with WellsMania for that opportunity to continue to grow the brand and making it a live aspect. Literally, Dylan's in Australia right now watching this episode. Thank you again, Dylan. I appreciate you, brother.
Dylan's the man. He's an MVP of Stone Payne Productions. But no, Stone Payne Productions on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, you know, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, even though, you know.
God, can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really affect me because I don't really do a lot on X, but it's going to affect you pretty heavily.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, anybody who doesn't pay for the blue verified check mark on Twitter now has been capped. I'm only allowed to tweet 50 times a day. I'm only allowed to reply 200 times a day. So they have now capped my Twitter usage. And apparently, if you go over, your account gets flagged, it gets suspended. Or
so they don't just stop you, like you actually have to keep track of it yourself.
I would assume that they gotta throw you like, you know, Twitter notifications,
like a hey, you've done 50 today,
or something like, hey, you've done, you know, 25, you have 25 more. Like they got to give you these notifications. Well, or you're gonna find out the hard way, which I plan on doing.
I never break 10, so I'm good.
I tweet a lot, especially during live WWE PLEs. I tweet a lot because I'm just giving my reaction to what I'm seeing, especially during the Royal Rumble. I mean, I tweet like 200 times during the Royal Rumble. Well, so
not this time, not next year.
No, we'll see. I mean, once upon a time, I did pay for the blue verified check mark because I was just curious. Like you said, you gotta spend money sometimes to see where it takes you. And the blue, I'm going to say this right now, the blue verified check mark is not the same blue verified check mark that Twitter once had back in the day, where it actually meant something, like it mattered when you saw somebody with a blue check mark.
You know,
those days are long gone. Any jabroni now can have a blue verified check mark.
Now, I will say the only place that I think it still matters where you don't pay for it is TikTok.
For now.
And I don't know if you've ever tried to do it on TikTok, but in order to get the blue check mark on TikTok, you actually have to show them a legitimate news article of some sort where you have made the press.
Really?
Yes.
That's all it takes?
Yeah, but it can't just be anything. It can't be like some like random person's like blog. Like it has to be like a newspaper or like a legitimate news source of some style.
So you're telling me that, you know, Hammer and Nigel, the #1 rated afternoon drive in Indianapolis on
have
WIBC,
they ever written about you directly?
They have. They've written about me. I've been featured even when I'm after my days of being their producer, they've had me on their show, and I've been in articles on WIBC. So I'm gonna try it, man.
You could probably get it.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna try it and see if I get the old blue check mark on TikTok.
So that would be a way to do it. And I believe you have to have over 10K, which you do now. You're what, like 12? So I think
the last I checked, I think I'm at 12.5.
Yeah. So
because for a while there, I mean, you and I, we were really growing at the same pace, but then I had Theo and really stopped, and then you kept going,
it just
and growing and skyrocketed. And plus, like you said earlier, you going to all these shows and going live and doing content, it does, man, because people are living vicariously through you, and they get that opportunity to be there without being there. And that means a lot to people.
It does. And they like to see, you know, you there experiencing it for them. You know what I mean? People like that. And, you know, I'm going to say it. I'm going to throw some shade here. I'll be a heel, you know. That's why I don't really care about all of these reactors going down in the IWC.
Oh boy, here we go.
I really don't. And because, you know, in this game that we play, it's eat or be eaten. And, you know, if the old guard has to fall for guys like you and me and Pluggo and DC to rise, then so be it. I mean, and I'm not saying that out of spite. There's a lot of them I like, you know, like Wheezy Blonde and stuff. But hey, if some of them have to crumble and they don't have what it takes to be entertaining enough to transition out of being copyrighted by using clips and reacting, then, you know, adapt or go extinct.
And that's something that I've always said time and time again is you got to continue to evolve in this business. And you look at the very start of WellsMania from where I began to where I'm at now, there's been one common thing that has never failed me, and that is my hunger to consistently get better, keep improving and evolving as time goes on, because the WellsMania podcast has always been the foundation of what I do. But man, I've grown off of that with my TikTok and my Facebook and Instagram, and just people buying my merch and just wanting to, you know, meet me in person and ask for my autograph and ask for a picture and ask to collab with me. Like, it's all about how you react to, you talk about reactors. The reactors need to react in a way where, okay, what can I do differently?
Well,
where I can evolve my game and not have to fall back on just using WWE's clips to get myself over.
And you know, they should have known this day was coming. I mean, because it's whenever you play that, walk that line of copyright, there's you're playing with fire. Eventually you're going to get burned, you know. And if that is how you're making your living and you're just relying on not getting copyrighted, you're playing a real dangerous game.
Yeah,
and
that's a dangerous game, friendo.
Yeah, and they need to be able, we're going to find out real quick which ones can evolve to and adapt to change their content up. You know, we already know, I think Wheezy Blonde can definitely do it. I think she's shown that she can. She's got a new podcast coming out.
Talking Grass.
She's already separated herself a little bit from the IWC. Most of the IWC, you know,
doesn't like Wheezy Blonde.
Doesn't like her to begin with.
Haters gonna hate.
You know, and because she's right. She says a lot of the same things I say, but she's one of those really famous people in the IWC, so they go after her. But I think she's going to be fine. It's the other ones, you know, and I don't have beef with any of these people, but the Santi Zaps, the Con Mans, those that they're going to sink real quick. I feel like if they can't find a way to move past just taking copyrighted clips.
And I have invited Conman to come on WellsMania podcast, because that's something I always like to do, is hear their side of the story, like give them a platform. Now, I know that I'm no Chris Van Vliet, but I do have a pretty strong following of people who tune into the WellsMania podcast. And thank you. If you're one of those people, I appreciate it. I've invited Wheezy Blonde on. She's actually was supposed to be on episode 214 of WellsMania podcast, but she's a very busy woman. So getting her to have her schedule line up with mine is very rare. She did say that she'll come back on a future episode. So, and also, you know, I just want to have these content creators have a chance to voice their side in this realm, like be able to have a fun, easygoing conversation about it. So yeah, if you're one of those content creators out there, Santi Zap, Gilly Mania, Wheezy Blonde, Alan Owens, Con Man, Malcolm, Mini Portable, any of you that have been hit by the copyright claims, you are always more than welcome to come run wild on WellsMania podcast. Now, Peyton, I'm doing something here. Maybe you could help me out, brother. We're so close to 500 subscribers here on the WellsMania YouTube channel that I've been promoting this, and man, it's tough. It is tough to get people, and you know this with Wrestle With This, it is tough to get people to hit the subscribe button on YouTube.
Very
so
hard.
I thought, what's a fun giveaway that I can do when we hit 500? Because we're not that far away. The last I checked, I think we were like 30 followers away from, 30 subscribers, 30 followers, subscribers. It's all the same.
Unfortunately,
thing.
on YouTube, that can feel like a lifetime. Is just 30 people.
And it does, man. It really does, because I am giving away an unopened, still sealed box of WWE Topps Chrome trading cards. You know how tempted I've been to just say, forget the giveaway because we're never going to hit 500. I got
an idea.
Open this.
I got an idea for you right here. You want to hit it? You'll hit it this weekend. Take a couple packs of that and hand out a card. But in order for them to get a card, they have to subscribe.
That's a really good idea.
And I guarantee you hit it this weekend. You can get 30 people to subscribe easy if you give them a card. Just be like, I'll give you a card out of the box, but you have to pull your phone out and subscribe to me.
Because here's the thing. Subscribe to WellsMania, get the unopened box. That thing has been running wild for like the past few episodes, the past few weeks of WellsMania podcast. And unfortunately, we have not hit 500 yet. So I think, Peyton, you just gave me a really good idea. And I'm going to take this box with us up to Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I'm going to get 30 people to sign up for free. Hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything on YouTube. YouTube is free. It's all free right here. And I'll give you maybe a pack of cards. Maybe we'll rip a pack together and you can have any card in the pack. It's a good idea, Peyton. I like it. I like that a lot.
Sometimes you got to bribe people. You know?
I mean, and then I started thinking, I've got so much stuff in my wrestling collection that I ran out of room a long, long time ago. So I started thinking, I think at every milestone, I'm just going to start giving away stuff in my collection. I mean, I'm talking about autographed wrestling action figures. I'm talking about possibly a spinner belt. Who knows? I might part ways with this thing at like 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers. I might give you an opportunity to win a championship title. Who knows? 100,000 though. I was thinking about this during WrestleMania weekend when I had FOMO watching you and all the other content creators run wild all over Vegas. Aiden Chong, LA Night Girl, Wheezy Blonde, Sean Ross Sapp, Alan Owens, just watching all you guys do the damn thing out there. I thought, man, how cool would it be if I hit 100,000 subscribers on the WellsMania podcast, WellsMania YouTube channel? Because YouTube will send you one of those plaques.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, man, how cool would that be to have it sit right here? So that's like one of my goals is to hit 100,000 subscribers, but just can't even get to 500.
You just got to keep grinding. I mean, like I said, it can happen at the blink of an eye. I didn't think that I would be at 25,000 followers on TikTok. You're at what? You have 20,000 on Facebook, correct?
I have 28,000 followers on my WellsMania Facebook page.
Unfortunately, Facebook is probably the least important of the social medias.
Well, it's become like, I don't know what has happened this year, but
Yeah.
the Facebook has been so well received and so interactive. Like people,
Yeah.
it is nuts. Like my Facebook has skyrocketed, and
Yeah.
I actually just tweeted this earlier. Let me pull this guy's Twitter out. We'll give him a little shout out here. His name is Hollywood Gump. First name John, at first name John. He's got 12,000 followers on Twitter. And I've been watching him just grow his Twitter. And I'm like, how the hell? What is he doing?
I don't know.
How's he getting these followers? And then he I just said, very impressive. WellsMania is running wild with the 2,000 followers on Twitter. He said, let's go, little gumpster. He called me a gumpster. I just retweeted that, by the way. So
it's wild, man, how when you start actually seeing a following build, and you start seeing that momentum starting to roll, like even on TikTok, like the amount of changes in my algorithm and channel, and and I like, it's the amount of money that I'm seeing being made now. Like it's nothing insane,
right?
But like I'm starting to make money on TikTok because of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it really motivates you even more. So it's like, all right, I hit 25K. Let's get to 30. You start becoming addicted to it.
You keep wanting to see, where can we go next? What's the next milestone that we can hit? Because I make money off my WellsMania Facebook page, nowhere near enough to quit my shoot job.
Yeah.
I do make money off my TikToks. And so I am getting some nice little side income. It all goes to my wife and son. Like I tell people this all the time. In my merch too. Like people have been blowing me up asking where they can buy WellsMania merch. Brainbustertees.com is where you can buy it.
Yeah.
All that money that I make, it supports my family. So I thank you guys so much for spending your hard-earned money on this dream and passion of mine. And the money just goes straight to my wife and my son. So they appreciate it too. What were you going to say, Peyton?
Like I said, exactly. All the people, every time I go live, every time I get gifts or anything like that, or people buy merch, I say how thankful I am. It just shocks me every time that I can entertain people enough to where they feel the need to do that. And, like I can confidently say that TikTok paid for my WrestleMania trip this year. Like
that is awesome.
Like, what I did at WrestleMania was paid from TikTok. So like that, just, if you're trying to grow a brand, just don't stop, just keep going, and don't give in to the toxicity of it,
Toxic.
And there's a lot of people, and I got to get off here in a second, so I'm not going to go on another rant, but we know there's a lot of people in the IWC that I feel like had a lot of potential and do have a lot of potential, but their attitudes and the way they run their accounts has either forced them to stop making content or is going to hinder them in the long run,
Yeah. And that's a good point, is don't be discouraged. And, my wife said this to me best: focus on the people who actually view and interact with you. Those are the people that matter the most. Don't worry about the people who aren't watching, or the people that you think should be watching your content, or, viewing the WellsMania podcast. Once you get that through your mind, and trust me, that's a tough wall to break through. It took me a long time to really break through that wall, but when I did, I broke through it like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. And I haven't looked back since. And look at us, man. We've got the right mentality, we've got the right attitude, and we both are thriving in this very toxic business of pro wrestling. But Peyton, I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to see you this Saturday. I look forward to the road trip up to Fort Wayne. I'm sure we'll do some TikTok videos all throughout the day.
We will not be live on the road to Fort Wayne.
We learned that the hard way and on the way to
we
Cleveland.
Will be live. So. We'll be making content once we get there. So
yes, once we are out of any moving operating vehicle, we will not be in that doing live. So Peyton, I look forward to seeing you and Chris on Saturday. Be sure to follow Stone Payne Productions everywhere that Stone Payne runs wild. And if you see Peyton, if you see DC, if you see Pluggo, if you see me in Fort Wayne, Indiana, come up to us. We look forward to seeing you. And that's going to do it. That is going to do it for this episode 215 of WellsMania podcast. Thank you to my special guests, Stone Payne Productions, DC Hendrix, and Pluggo, and to all of you in the live chat. And if you didn't catch this live episode of WellsMania podcast, maybe you'll catch the next one. We do it almost every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So subscribe to the WellsMania YouTube channel and hit the little bell notification so that way you'll be reminded every time that I upload new content or am live, pal. And like Peyton said, gave me a really great idea. I'm going to take this box of cards with me to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm going to give away some cards. I'm going to give away some cards in Fort Wayne, Indiana to get you even more hyped for Saturday night's main event. Thank you all so much. Until next episode, take care, stay positive, run wild, and dominate the day.